Hey guys, Matthias here, and today for our Daily Devo, we are going to be in Acts chapter 13. So go ahead and flip there with me. As you guys are flipping, here's a little bit of a backstory of what is happening in Acts 13. It starts off by Barnabas and Saul on their first missionary journey. And so what this means is that they're traveling from city to city, synagogue to synagogue, and they are proclaiming about the risen Jesus. One of the things that I find very cool is that the very first thing that they do when they enter a new city, the very first thing is they go to the synagogue and they tell the people about the risen Jesus. And it's so fitting that we just got off of Easter and we were talking about the risen Jesus as well. And so that's so cool that that's the very first thing that they do. Today I want to look specifically on just a few verses here, and it's in verses 8 through 12. Now there's some names in here and some places in here that I can't, I have sometimes trouble pronouncing, so give me some grace there. But as they were in the synagogue, there was some feedback from people who were just pushing back against him. And so we're going to start in verse 8, and it says, "But Elymas, the sorcerer, for that is what his name means, opposed them and tried to turn the proconsul from the faith. Then Saul, who is also called Paul, filled with the Holy Spirit, looked straight at Elymas and said, 'You are a child of the devil and an enemy of everything that is right. You are full of all kinds of deceit and trickery. Will you never stop perverting the right ways of the Lord? Now, the hand of the Lord is against you. You are going to be blind for a time, not even able to see the light of the sun.' Immediately, mist and darkness came over him, and he groped about, seeking someone to lead him by the hand. When the proconsul saw what had happened, he believed, for he was amazed at the teaching of the Lord." And so, guys, today we see here that Paul and Barnabas were giving a message in the synagogue, and this guy just spoke up and said, no, this isn't right, blah, 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 whatever it might be. And it's funny because how Paul, or Saul and Paul, same person, met the Lord was he became blind. And then Paul later on in the church of Antioch, which is where they were, Paul is filled with the Holy Spirit, and as he's speaking, he strikes this man to go blind. And then the entire council, is just, like it said they were amazed at the teaching about the Lord. And it's so crazy to me that this all happened, because the question that reminded me, or came to my head, was, what kind of believer are you? And the reason why, I don't mean that in a bad way, but the reason why I asked that, and I want you guys to think about that, is if Paul and Barnabas did not follow Jesus, or did not choose to go to these cities, because they had the choice of saying, no, I don't have to go to these cities, but they were filled with the Holy Spirit, and they were like, yes, we're gonna go because this matters. God's missions matters. And so they went, and this amazing thing happened, and these people never probably would have experienced Jesus like they did because of Paul and Barnabas were there. And if they didn't go, they wouldn't have experienced all this. So I would encourage you guys just to think about that question of what kind of believer are you? Are you the believer that is going to go no matter the circumstances, no matter how much pushback you might receive? Or are we going to hang back and be safe in our own little bubble? I would encourage you guys to think about God's mission and what that means for your life, and how you guys can play that out day by day. I love you guys all, and I appreciate you. I hope to see you guys soon, and I'll see you guys tonight at Collective Live at 6:30. I love you all. See ya.